सिलसिले में एक ये रिलेटिव टर्म्स में बहस हो सकती है। वही फ्रीक्वेंसी में उसी लेवल ऑफ वायलेंस में कुछों का होगा मानना कि ये क्रिटिकल नहीं है या क्रिटिकल है, पर सच्चाई ये है कि अभी भी सिक्योरिटी फोर्स की, लॉ एनफोर्समेंट की अपर हैंड है, कंट्रोल है और एक ऑर्डरलीनेस को बरकरार रखने के लिए एक ताकत जो है वो कायम है। तादाद के हिसाब से, उनकी तादाद के हिसाब से अगर आप गिनती करते हैं टेररिस्ट्स की, लोकल रिक्रूटमेंट की, वादी की बात अगर आप करेंगे, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की, स्ट्रीट वायलेंस की, स्टोन पेल्टिंग की, जैसे मैंने कहा लोकल रिक्रूटमेंट की, हर लिहाज से आप ये पाएंगे कि देयर इज ऑर्डर, द डिग्री ऑफ फियर is certainly less than what it was 3 years ago or 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and it is evident from the overall rhythm of life that we witness, be it business, be it schools, be it other educational institutions or public facilities of that is running of hospitals and shops and other public goods, transport included. We have a system, we have a rhythm of life which goes on. Having said that, there are foreign terrorists who have managed to infiltrate. All of us in the security establishment have more or less agreed to it, and we are aware of it, and we have not shied away from admitting it. As I have been saying always from time and again, that we have a long border, a border which is porous to the extent that it has jungles, it has nalas, it has riverines, it has several topography and terrain related challenges. So, and the enemy is finding out newer and newer mechanisms of trying to push in terrorists. So therefore we have a challenge at hand in terms of foreign terrorists primarily. Some of our friends say that the challenge is also on account of a few individuals who are or who could be supporting them. That also is admittedly a challenge, like in any society where some persons, some elements would always, because of money or because of other reasons or a combination of reasons, would like to be a part of this syndicate, crime syndicate called terrorism and secessionism, supported by hostile and powers across. ये रहेगा और ये एक चैलेंज को भी हम मानते हैं। और वो दोनों चैलेंज, the challenge of the gun and the bomb by the foreign terrorists and the challenge of a few who are supporting or maybe extending facilitation, these two challenges are being dealt and being dealt firmly in a planned manner. The challenge of the bomb and the gun is being responded by way of a coordinated plan of the security architecture, which includes the police, the Central Paramilitary Forces and the Indian Army, and of course our able agencies. As far as the treacherous or treasonous supporter within, he too is being dealt with under the law. We have very able and professionally very competent investigating agencies like NIA, SIA, and also police teams within the J&K police who would investigate into the crimes of these supporters, aiders, abettors, facilitators and enemy agents. अब अगर ये कोई पूछता है कि साहब ये सच नहीं है तो उस आंकड़े के एंगल से देखें, या आप एक खौफ की मात्रा के एंगल से देखें, आपको पूरा मिलेगा, खासकर वादी में आपको मिलेगा. There is order and there is a visible change in the situation. The election itself is evidence of it. जो इलेक्शन में पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं हो पाती थी, क्यों नहीं हो पाती थी? इन्हीं टेररिस्ट्स और सेपरेटिस्ट्स के भय से नहीं हो पाती थी. तो टेररिस्ट की, सेपरेटिस्ट के भय जब कम हो गया तभी जाकर वोटिंग पार्टिसिपेशन बढ़ गया. अब इसको कोई अगर इंटरप्रेट करता है कि किसी एंगल से पॉलिटिकली इंटरप्रेट करता है कि नैरेटिव के एंगल से वो सपोर्ट एक्स को या वाई को या जेड को गया, हम उसको उस नजरिया से नहीं देखते हैं. हम ये देखते हैं जो एनिमी की भी बात करता है उसको भी कहने की आजादी जो है वो इंडियन स्टेट ही देता है. ये इंडियन स्टेट का बड़पन है, ये इंडियन स्टेट की लिबरल डेमोक्रेसी की लार्ज हार्टेडनेस है कि आपको एक कॉन्ट्रारियन व्यू रखने देता है टू द एक्सटेंट ऑफ इवन बीइंग अगेंस्ट द वेरी सिस्टम और द बोट इन विच यू आर सिटिंग. बट some questions many of my friends in the media and other circles often raise as to how it will impact the security situation without getting into the terrain of politics, especially electoral. From the strict law enforcement view, our position is that as long as the same law-making bodies of which people are a part professing even separatism, as long as the law they have passed says that murder is a crime, police and law enforcement agency will go ahead in proving that a murder is a murder. So, to that extent, I think the responsibility of the police, it will discharge it firmly and fearlessly. And that is the safety of anyone or any attempt to disrupt peace through mechanisms which has created some concern in the minds of certain quarters of the society. I believe that this particular policy is very much working. We are open to discussion and debate not only within our setup, but if in the public discourse, I mean completely being apolitical, if the idea is that whether our current approach is working, I would say it is, unless somebody shows evidence to the contrary. Our position in the J&K police is that we first would like to say that our first and foremost approach or position is that we would like to save lives. If by following a particular strategy in the last 3, 4, 5 years, we have saved lives, if the evidence is that we have saved lives of citizens, saved lives of security force personnel, saved lives of would-be terrorists, if we have saved youngsters from losing their lives on account of getting into this syndicate of terrorist crime, I think we are succeeding. And no one can find a fault in that. You look at it from a legal point of view, you look at it from a humanitarian point of view. If somebody else is saying that, how is it that, if somebody is having a problem with this approach, saying that it doesn't matter, lives may be lost or lives should be lost, but a particular narrative must be allowed to flourish. If there is a connection between a narrative and the increase of the loss of the lives, I would say that the narrative itself is equally liable criminally. It is not a political statement, it is a perfectly legal statement. The law itself, the existing law, not passed by the police but passed by the lawmakers of this great country, says, for example, section 18 of UAPA says in so many words that if an ideology or a narrative which is endorsing violence, advocating separatism, or glorifying, legalizing, legitimizing a particular ideology which is promoting loss of lives, would be treated as crime. It is that which we are looking at. So we are strictly going according to the law, and therefore we are against only that aspect of the narrative which conspires to create death and destruction.